5.1 Describing Places and Things, Part 1. Here we go. Kia ora and welcome back to Day 5. In today's lesson, we're going to learn how to describe places and things in te reo Māori. This will allow you to paint a picture of your surroundings and give more detail in your conversations. Let's start by learning how to describe places. And to do this, we'll need to use what we call demonstrative words, starting with tēnei, tēnā, and te rā. These words translate to this, that near you, and that over there. Let's go over that again. Tēnei means this, near me, the person speaking. Tēnā means that, near you, the listener. And te rā means that thing away over there, away from both of us. Ka pai? Let's practice saying these kupu together. Tēnei, tēnā, and te rā. Now, let me just square with you. A lot of people don't get tēnā and te rā right, and often we use them interchangeably, as if they mean the same thing. Now, they are slightly different, but I don't want you to let perfection get in the way of just getting started. So honestly, if you say te rā by accident and you think to yourself, oh man, I should have said tēnā instead, look, don't stress. The main thing here is that you're thinking in Māori and putting sentences together and getting reps in. That's a huge accomplishment. Now, let's use these new kupu to describe a few objects that we are already familiar with. To do this, we're going to start by learning to ask the question, what is this or that over there? Then we'll learn how to answer that question. The sentence structure that we're going to use to ask what is he aha. But often, that's only half of the question. We need to tie it down with either tēnei, tēnā, or te rā to help the listener know exactly what it is that we're asking about. For example, he aha tēnei means, what is this? He aha tēnā means, what is that by you, the listener? And he aha te rā means, what is that over there? Now, just like in English, words alone might not be enough to give the listener enough information in order to be able to understand the question. You'll likely need to use some body language or maybe a glance at the thing that you're talking about, or even some finger pointing or something. In any case, let's just practice asking those questions. I want you to repeat after me, but I really want you to ask these pātai in a really inquisitive way. Listen to how I say it and have a go at repeating what I say. He aha tēnei. He aha tēnā. He aha te rā. Can you hear the inquisitive tone in my voice? Good stuff. Now let's try the same three pātai, but this time I want you to sound a little bit more sarcastic. Repeat after me. He aha tēnei. He aha tēnā. He aha te rā. Again, tone of voice makes a huge difference. None of these things are unique to te reo Māori, of course, but I think it's still worth pointing out. Okay, now let's move on to answering these pātai. To answer, all we have to do is replace the word aha with the thing. For example, we might say, he whare tēnei. This is a whare, a house. Or, he motoka te rā. That over there is a motoka, a car. Or, he pene tēnā. That, near you, the listener, that's a pen, he pene. Let's practice those together. Number 1, he whare tēnei. He motoka te rā. And he pene tēnā. Let's try a couple more. The Māori word for bird is manu. Let's say you and I are out for a hikoi, a walk, and we see a nice big fat kereru fly by. I might ask you, he aha te rā, what is that? And you could respond by just saying, he manu te rā, which would be absolutely correct. But if it's a kereru, you might actually be able to say, he kereru te rā, which means that is a kereru, which would be totally bang on as well. Let's just cover off one last example before we wrap this session up. For this, I want you to pause the video and go and grab one random object like a pen or a book or a phone. It can be anything, just whatever's in arm's reach. Off you go, I'll wait. Now, if you know the kupu Māori for that object, that's great. If not, just pause, take a few seconds and look up maoridictionary.com and find the kupu Māori for the thing that you've now got in your hand. Do that, come back, and then unpause this lesson. Ka pai, welcome back. Okay, so you should be holding something in your hands. Now, you also should know the kupu Māori for the thing that you've got in your hand. Very shortly, I'm going to ask you one simple pātai, which is going to be he aha tēnā, which means what is that thing that you've got? And I want you to wait for me to ask the pātai, and then I want you to hold the thing, and I want you to answer. Are you ready? He aha tēnā. Awesome, e hoa. You're doing incredible. This is hard stuff, e hoa, but trust me when I say it's worth it. We're not quite done for the day yet, but we've covered off some bloody difficult learning. So I'm proud of you for sticking it out. It's inspirational stuff. I'll see you in the next lesson, and let's finish the day strong. Ka kite anō.